Yeah, right. There was this weird guy that worked at Cedarburg when I was there who, he got the job, but he lived in like Door County. I mean, not kidding. Like, so he drove from Door County to like Cedarburg like all the time, and he was like looking for a place to stay in Cedarburg, but like never, like he was kind of weird and was asking just to rent out somebody's room, and people like were kind of like, so no one ever said yes. So like I think they caught him sleeping at the school. Like, I mean, he would sleep through meetings. I mean, the guy was exhausted. Like, I don't know. Like, it was the most bizarre thing. He did not last.
We had a coaching facility that had beds and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
no, I totally would have considered it when we were young, before we had kids. You know, like whatever. Like,
to drive home at night by myself.
right. No, for sure. For some reason, though, it would be weirder though if like Mr. Donahue and I were here, like sleeping, like as opposed to just you. Why is that like two people?
Yeah, no.
Like that would be
just me.
All right, so we'll finish up these last few examples, and then I'll stop for today. So we'll wait on the percentage ones. So we'll stop notes after these few word problems. So at community high school, 3 out of 8 students are athletes. So it's just supposed to be some general high school. If there are 1,280 students at the school, so slightly bigger than ours, how many would be athletes? So you can use proportions to figure this out. So this is actually considered a ratio, 3 out of 8. If they were like talking about this, like they were talking about their school, maybe trying to promote open enrollment or something like that, they might say 3 to 8 students are athletes. Like that would be like a notation they use a lot of times when they're talking about data. But if there's 1,280 students at the school, how many are athletes? We can figure that out using proportions. So the way we do that is we're going to set up equal ratios. And in a word problem like this, the numbers have to go in a particular spot to make sense. So 3 out of 8 are athletes. So which of the numbers are the athletes? The 3. So 3 athletes for every 8 students. So if I picked any 8 students at random, 3 of them would be athletes. If there are 1,280 students in the school, how many are athletes? Where's the 1,280 going to go in the equal fraction? It would have to go on the bottom because these have to be equal ratios. Because this is the total students, and we're trying to find out how many athletes there are. That actually was the population of Cedarburg when I wrote this problem. So I was using these notes at Cedarburg, and so that is a big school compared to this one. So now we can cross multiply and set equal. So this is kind of a situation where we get to figure out information based off of a ratio here. 3 times 1,280 is 3,840. So then I divide by 8, and I find out that at this school there'd be 480 athletes. So if you guys ever wonder why there's different divisions in sports, is because at a really big school, the number of athletes they have alone, if that was like their ratio, is more than the number of students we even have to begin with. So like that's why they have different divisions. Like, so like when we talk about your school playing a Division III event, like you should probably play schools that have similar size students as you. So that's kind of that idea. All right, so I didn't ever actually time myself. It said, Mrs. Donahue can grade 20 tests in 15 minutes. Bless you. At this rate, how many can she grade in 1 hour? So this is my rate of grading. I don't really know. I actually really like grading tests. That's why I think they go in really fast. So if you're ever looking for your tests, they're in there fast. Now, if I had to grade like papers, if I had to read like your papers, I don't know that would be the thing. I would be like, yeah, I know, I like solving math problems, so like, I like doing grading. All right, at this rate, how many can she grade in an hour? Where am I gonna put the hour?
At the bottom.
At the bottom. Am I just gonna write write 1 hour on the bottom?
60.
Very good. So you guys caught it that it says an hour, and I talked about in minutes before. So I can't write 1 hour on the bottom. Instead of writing 1 hour, since I'm talking about minutes here, I'm going to talk about minutes. Hopefully you know there's 60 minutes in an hour. If not, there's a fun fact for you. And then we want to figure out how many tests I could grade. So we're going to figure that out. This one's a pretty straightforward one that maybe you'd be able to do without a proportion, but it kind of helps take the guesswork out of it. So it's 80 tests. That sounds like a lot. I feel like that's kind of a lofty goal. All right. So the school store doesn't exist. We're hoping to have one eventually here. So school store is selling 3 pieces of gum for 87 cents. How they chose that arbitrary number, but you know. 3 pieces of gum for 87 cents. What's that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, that's blocked. Yeah, $87. It's a little bit, that's a little steep for my.
Yeah, that's a little.
better be some good film.
Yeah.
I'd really be like infused gold.
Right. And then why would you do that? Okay, so 3 pieces of gum. We want to know how much 10 pieces will cost at that same rate. Because what if, you know, your friend's running the store and they don't know how, you know that they didn't do very well in math class, and here they told you that you owe them $5. I hope you'd be like, nope, that doesn't sound right. So 3x equals 10 times 0.87 is 8.7. And what'd you get?
I got 2.9.
2.9. Yep, 2.9 exactly. So 2.9, and then if this is money, this is $2.90.
That's bad.
All right. So we're gonna stop with. We're not gonna do the percents today. We'll wait on those because of time and just yeah. So if you want to jump down to the homework, we're just gonna do the first half.
Okay.
So this is gonna be due Monday. We'll do the second half for Tuesday. So if you're like, I'm a percent master, and you want to work ahead for some reason, I don't know, you can. But this is going to be due Monday. We'll wait on this one. Okay. Questions? All right. And guys,